This is the second part of the lecture on the history of project management. This lecture was organized by Professor Farouk Alemi, Lee Ballon, and Chris Smith. This presentation is being narrated by Chris Smith. In the previous presentation, we reviewed the major events that led to the emergence of modern project management. In that presentation, we focused on the years before 1950. We will now focus on the years after 1950. At the same time as the project evaluation review technique and the critical path method emerged, new techniques and innovations were developing in the technology for project cost estimating, cost management, and engineering economics. Hans Lang was the innovator behind the Lang factor, popularized in the early 1950s, which is a cost estimating technique often used in industrial engineering and specifically in the refining and petrochemical industries. The Lang factor is the ratio of the entire cost of implementing a process in a factory or plant relative to the total manufacturing process. Hans Lang originally introduced this technique as a way of estimating installation costs for factories, plants, and equipments, but the process has been used in many other settings as well. Another project management technique developed in the early 1950s is called the portfolio project management. The field of portfolio project management, where a number of projects are analyzed simultaneously, owes its origins to a seminal paper written in 1952, in which Harry Markowitz laid down the basis for the modern portfolio theories for stocks and investments. Markowitz focused on the mix of investments generating the highest return for a given level of risk. Later in 1981, Warren McFarlane provided the basis for the modern project field of project portfolio management for information technology projects by employing a risk-based approach to the selection and management of IT projects. The idea seems simple but groundbreaking. Examine the risk of each project and interdependencies among the projects, and you can select a portfolio of projects which will minimize risk and maximize return. What made it groundbreaking was that it allowed project managers to not only complete projects efficiently, but also to decide if they are focusing on the right projects. Other innovators in cost engineering refined methods of estimating cost of activities. Kenneth Guthrie developed the Guthrie Factors, a module estimating technique that is still widely used in today's business. Engineers, practitioners, and innovators of cost engineering formed the American Association of Cost Engineers in 1956 to promote the planning and management of costs and schedules. The organization is now called the Association for the Advancement of Cost Engineering. The American Association of Cost Engineers Total Cost Management is a systematic approach to managing cost throughout the life cycle of any enterprise, program, facility, project, product, or service. Soon thereafter, these new project management techniques spread to different types of businesses. 5 forward-thinking project management specialists formed the Project Management Institute, or PMI, in 1969. Their main purpose was to provide a means for project managers to associate, share information, and discuss common problems. The 5 founders of PMI are Gordon Davis, Ned Engman, Susan Gallagher, Eric Jeanette, and James Snyder. Susan Gallagher was one of the first women to take a leadership position in project management. The Project Management Institute was formed to provide a basis for the project management industry, to present a modern standardized set of project management tools and techniques to the business professional. Project Management Institute defined project management broadly as the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to a broad range of activities in order to meet the requirements of a particular project. Project Management Institute has helped the expansion of project management into various industries. It's no longer for just construction projects. Many project managers work in implementing information technology projects. With globalization of business, demand for project management solutions has spread to organizations worldwide. Project management seems to have something that business everywhere want. It can help organizations complete projects within the specified scope, schedule, and cost restraints. Nothing can be more reassuring to a business than a set of tools that can help to get where it wants to go on time and under budget. In 1987, the PMI developed the PMBOK Guide, or fully known as a Guide to the Project Management Book of Knowledge. This book contains the standardized, generally accepted techniques and processes in the project management profession. It brought together various contributions into one central place and standardized its use. Today, project management has evolved to today's standardized techniques and processes. It's now more than just a set of mathematical tools, but also a method of management. If you think through the history of project management, you will notice some themes. Project management has evolved from the individual efforts to industry-wide acceptance. In the process, it has built on new methods of visualizing and charting data. It has also added on to the progress in methods of optimization of schedules. With widespread acceptance has come new ways of using project management. It has evolved from being a set of tools and techniques to a new method of management. To some of the old-time uses of project management, today's project management may seem foreign. A project manager may no longer use either the progress made in visualizing or the progress made in optimizing schedules. The project manager may just use the ideas and principles of project management to initiate, plan, execute, monitor, and close a project. In this sense, project management has evolved into a way of thinking and talking, well beyond its early scientific technique-oriented start. The take-home lesson is simple. Project management is not what it used to be. It has and continues to evolve.